We were expecting it. We knew Alaska was in for wet weather throughout the entire state, and this week, no matter what direction we took, we were going to get wet. So what better way to spend a rainstorm in Alaska than down by a river watching the fog roll in? Today we spend some time waiting out a storm, and then we take you into the heart of it, 60 miles deep into the Alaskan wilderness, completely isolated. No cell phone service, no idle social media chatter, no politics, hypotheticals, or overall static of what's become everyday life. If you have found yourself stuck at home, whether it be out of necessity or caution, or maybe you're out on your own adventure and watching along with us from wherever you are in the world, we're happy to have you with us as we continue to explore this great state and seek refuge from all this weirdness around us. As the rain increased in strength and duration throughout the evening, the air increased in thickness, and everything felt silky and wet to the touch. We decided on a warm and cozy meal that would hit the spot while we sat back, relaxed, and watched Ember play by a river. Let's join Jim in the kitchen of the Revel, creating yet another Instapot inspiration.
On a cold, chilly, I guess, rainy day, there's not much else to do than to eat, so we're going to do some cooking, as usual. And today we're actually going to do some ground bison chili. Because on a chilly day, there's nothing better than chili. In the Instapot, we're browning 1 pound of ground bison, some onions. We're going to add our green pepper in there. And our garlic. This is about half a clove, give or take. Depends on how much garlic you like to eat. We like to keep vampires away, so we like quite a bit. We're just going to saute this until all the meat is brown. So I've been doing this for a couple times now. I figured out how to use the saute button. It's just this little button right here. So I don't even have to have help anymore. If I can do it, you can do it. Once the meat is brown, we're going to add 1 cup of chicken broth. So I'll go ahead and measure that out now. That way I don't have to worry about it in a pinch.
That smells amazing.
Our meat's brown. We're going to add some chicken broth, which is 1 cup. 1 can of kidney beans. About a tablespoon of chili powder. A teaspoon of ground cumin. We like stuff spicy, so we're going to actually add some cayenne pepper to ours. We have it nice and stirred up. So we're going to add our diced tomatoes. And we don't want to stir this when we add them. So we want it to be a nice layer on top. And then tomato sauce as well. Again, we don't want to stir it, just make a layer over the top of everything. We're going to add about half a pack of chili seasoning. Yeah. There we go. Right here we have the bean chili button. And that's what we're making. So we just have to, because we're making bean chili, we just push the bean chili button. Oh, it didn't work. Nope, still didn't work. Hit cancel. And then hit bean chili button. And it's 20 minutes. On high.
It's on high.
So now we just got to wait for our 20 minutes for our chili to pressure cook. Then we will do a normal release for 10 minutes and then a quick release for any other steam that's inside. So this is about a 30-minute recipe, 35 if you take the prep time, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm kind of excited to have some chili. One additional thing that we like to add to our chili is rice.
Thank you, babe.
Dinner is served.
Oh, wow, it's just chilly on this rainy evening right by the river. Wow. I can't think of a better place to be. This fall, we've also been experiencing an increase in rainfall over the past few weeks, with record-breaking numbers of precipitation in some areas. We pay close attention to the National Weather Service as often as we can, but more often than not, the weather is just a guess. Concerns are present when you are parked by a river in a rainstorm. Be sure to do your research, know your area, watch your weather and your water line. In our case, we didn't have to pull far off the main road to an incredibly serene little spot. This area by the Susitna River is known to be a local Alaskan playground. The atmosphere here can range from the weekend party crowd, shooting guns and playing with their ATVs, or it can be a serene escape, not too far from civilization. And for us, it was exactly that. The fog started to feel like a thick, weighted blanket across the landscape. Everything became swallowed by the fog. The beauty of this type of fog is that you don't have to go unknowingly through it, riddled with the anxiety over what you may find. This type of fog, seemingly and mysteriously, chooses you to embrace for a while. time to say goodbye, Ember. I think we gotta hit the road. Means you gotta leave your river. What do you think? After a blissful night of sleep, we took a peek at the river and decided it was time to meander to a new location. Jim and I had agreed to disconnect from the world for a while and go completely off grid. It was time to take slow, crawl, start the day, and work our way north to an area of Alaska known for its trail systems.
For your blueberry coffee.
Some trails were occupied, but the further we drove back, the less and less people we began to see. These types of road systems never fail to amaze me. Each time we explore an area like this, we find something new. It's simply a matter of whether we decide to go left or right. Today we decided on right. Our original destination was occupied, so we kept driving deeper and deeper into ever-changing elevation and landscapes. We eventually came to another river crossing. As we paused to determine the best route to take, we took a look to the right and discovered a beautiful little spot between two streams. It was time to stop and relax, light a fire, and enjoy the peace and tranquility. This was one of those places where we were able to completely disconnect and reconnect with what's really important. What's going on out there? I'm getting a little wet.
Typical Alaska.
What's going on?
You know, we always paint the beautiful sunshine. This is our state. This is the reality of what we've had for the last week. And, well, it's beautiful, but you get free water, free shower. How can you complain? It's pouring.
Put a little extra something special in my coffee this morning because I feel like today is going to just be one of those days. This is going to be a treat. The downpour the previous night gave us an idea of what dangers Mother Nature had in store for us on the drive out. These roads aren't for the faint of heart, with soft shoulders and sheer cliffs. Boulders the size of your van can fall out of nowhere, and the waterfalls have created several scenic yet dangerous crossings along the way. What's most notable about this area of Alaska is the change in elevation creates a wide variety of plants and foliage, all seemingly squished together densely, taking up every ounce of available soil real estate. The combination of ferns and bunchberries, devil's club and Labrador tea, miles and miles of ever-changing vegetation. I searched long and hard for bushes with blueberries, and just like the animals, I found nothing. So it was time to think positive, hopeful thoughts for at least one patch of sunshine.
Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning. So take me on a trip, now, trip. Oh, flick the switch, kill the lights.
I've been hoping to harvest fireweed for quite a while now, and with straight rain for about a week and a half every day, got a little patch of sunshine. We found a really pretty patch of fireweed that we didn't have to go too far back into to harvest the fireweed. So the goal is to get 8 to 9 cups to make jam and jelly with each little flower. And the goal is to also get the flowers, they don't have a lot of bugs. And as you can see, this stem here doesn't have a lot of bugs, just a bunch of little ones. And then it still can bloom up to the top still. So I will just take a couple of flowers. And as you can see, it's home to a lot of critters with wings. And you don't want to over harvest them. I mean, I know that there's a ton of fireweed out here, but I just want to make sure that the bees and flies and all that still have a home. It's really nice. The sun has finally started to come out. I think this is the first patch of sunshine we've seen in a couple days, isn't it?
Yep.
It feels really nice. We really need to dry out. So the concern right now is bees. Being highly allergic to bees. I'm in the middle of them, but yeah, I don't really see a whole lot. So it's really good to make sure you do it after the rain, as soon as the sun starts to come out. So I'm just gonna hurry up and get this over with so I can make my jelly. I also want to make it on a day like this because it requires a lot of boiling, and I want to use the solar to boil and make the jelly. So I've been very patient, and I'm really happy that I found the fireweed to make my jelly. Super excited.
And we're happy that we're getting some sunshine.
Sunshine! Oh my God, it's on my face. Yeah, we need to like set everything out to dry because everything it just has like a tinge of moisture to it.
And just because it's been raining doesn't mean we don't get outside. We just are soaked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whip up some brunch while you're doing this.
Okay.
I'm getting hungry.
I think this will take me about a half hour to get everything that I need. I have about 4 cups in here now, and I probably need about 4 more cups, but it depends on if I'm going to cut the recipe in half, which I'm thinking of doing, but I think I'll collect the other 4 cups just to have extra because there's so much you can do with this pretty little flower. And there's so much of it. To get the bugs off, I laid it on the hood of the van, and the warmth drew some of the bugs off. And what I'll do is I'll tie it up, and I'll probably lay it out again before I get ready to make it. But I'm super excited about this. As we continue our journeys during this uncertain and bizarre time, Jim and I continue to remain grateful to have each other and to have you along with us enjoying our adventures. From wherever you are watching in the world, I hope that we are able to bring you some peace to take with you throughout the rest of your day. Thank you for continuing to communicate with us through the comment section below. Thank you for subscribing, and always remember to stay happy, healthy, and safe. We'll see you again soon.